friends, welcome to my channel, Southernyankee Beauty. Today is a little bit of a different video for me. I do a lot of like get ready with me, a lot of like eyeshadow palettes, but today I got something in that I thought deserved its own video, and that is the new Hourglass Holiday Ambient Light Edit Unlocked. And I got the elephant one. Look at the packaging on this. This is very different for Hourglass. I'm going to put, let me move over here. I'm going to put a picture up here on the side. You could pick from all three palettes. There is a butterfly palette. That's going to be better for like fair to light skin, and which I think would work for me too. But the blushes look like they really pack a punch in this one. There are three existing shades. The three finishing powders are existing shades, and then you have a new highlighter and two new blushes, which look divine. And then there is the one I got, which is the elephant one, and elephants are just magical creatures, and I just had to get them. I love elephants, but I also really struggled because I love the tiger packaging. I may end up picking up the butterfly palette, the powders inside, with the tiger packaging. That way I'll have both of those. I love, so, and that's something unique about these. So first of all, and this one, by the way, is for, we're gonna go over in more detail, but this is for more like light to medium skin tone, which is where I fall in. All right, so, and then the tiger one is more medium to dark, which we've been asking Hourglass for powders for darker skin tones, and I really think they delivered. I saw some reviews using it. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So you get three options. So one of the things you need to know about this palette is you can select the palette you want as well as the outer packaging. So if you wanted to get this one, which is for light to medium skin tone, the powders inside, but you want the tiger packaging, you can go on Hourglass's website and pick your packaging you like, and then pick the powder palette that you like, and so you can customize them. So that makes these special. These are also limited edition. They come out usually once a year. There is a launch of the holiday palette, but usually there's only one or two, and so it's nice to see three options for all skin tones to be covered here. They are $85 each, and they are vegan and cruelty-free. Very cool. All right, so the other thing you need to know, let's talk about the packaging. First of all of the outer packaging matches the inside packaging. So you have this adorable little elephant with like a pinky coral background here. Let's see. And these, I believe, are 12 months, but they last longer than that. I'm using the one from last year still, and it's, in fact, I used it yesterday. I loved it so much. It's just so beautiful. Last year's was a great one if you missed out on that. So let's come in and show you the inside packaging. And this packaging is extra special. This is very different for Hourglass as well. So here is the packaging. Look at how cute that little guy is with that pretty coral pink background. I love him so much, but I do think I'm going to need to get the tiger one as well. I just don't need all three, and I don't want the tiger one with the deeps. The deep colors are so beautiful, but they won't work for me, so I'm going to get the lightest palette colors with the tiger packaging next. I think. What do you think? Should I get both? Like, we don't need this, Terry. We don't need it. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about this though, they're made in Italy. So Italy always has great makeup as well. So let's open this up and show you guys the inside. This is stunning, guys. Look at these. Now, there are two existing shades right here and 4 brand new shades. The lighter one I know has 3 existing shades and 3 new shades. I don't know what the tiger palette has. I'll have to look at that. That may be all new shades. I'm not sure. But what I liked about this one is you've got your finishing powders, you have a bronzer in here. I love this. And you have 2 blushes. You have a highlight, 2 powders, a bronzer, and 2 blushes, and so it's really a complete face palette in one. We're going to do swatches here in just a minute, although these like powders aren't going to swatch great because they're finishing powders. But what's really beautiful about their powders is they have a unique way of sitting on the face and giving just a beautiful, soft, ethereal glow, like a lit from within glow that nobody but Hourglass has been able to do. I mean, these powders just sort of transform your skin. And it doesn't even matter how much you put on. Like if you are a heavy blush wearer like I am, it doesn't even matter. I do think that the bronzer in here does have a little bit of a glow. So this is definitely just going to be to warm up the skin. It's not going to be to contour. I typically don't contour, and I will tell you a lot of older women don't contour because we don't need to. You tend to get a little bit more refined. You know, your skin starts to move a little bit. And unless you have very droopy skin, then maybe you want to contour. But a lot of people in their 40s and 50s don't need to contour. We just need to bronze up. I know that my angles on my face are way more defined today than they were when I was younger. I don't know why. I don't understand it, but it is the truth. All right, so let's get into this and go ahead and do the first two powders that are repeats. So these powders, where did I put the other part of the box? I think this is, where is it? Beaming Strobe Light and Dim Light. Let's see. Dim Light's first. So let's go ahead and show you the swatches. I'll put this on this arm so I can swatch, okay? Okay, so this is Dim Light. I'll show it to you on my finger. You can see it's a powder, so it's really just not going to swatch fabulously, friends. Barely see it because it's a powder. The next one is Soft and Light. This is another finishing powder. Here's what it looks like on the skin. And there is the two swatches of just the powders. So you can see the first one's a little bit darker, maybe for the rest of the face. Maybe that light one would be a good one for under the eyes. Maybe that's how we'll use that. And what I found with their powders, these are not setting powders. I already have setting powder on my face. These are finishing powders. So you're gonna use this at the very end after you have all your makeup on. I mean, the finishing powder under your eyes, maybe you wanna do that first, I don't know. But it gives your skin, it pulls all the powders together and they all sort of meld together and your face ends up getting this really soft, beautiful look. Like every time I wear Hourglass powders, I wonder, why do I wear anything else? I mean, my skin always looks so beautiful when I wear their powders. And I feel like that's kind of the same for everyone. All right, highlight is next. This is new. This is a Beaming Strobe Light. I'm gonna show you my finger first. It looks gold, like a gold champagne, and actually looks quite dark. But everybody's saying that the darkness, so it's this one right here, that the darkness of this is quite, like it's deceiving in the pan. It looks like it would be too dark for my skin, but you'll see it's not going to be. So here we go. Now I got a big swatch on there so you can see it, but see, it does look like it would be a bit, maybe a bit too dark for my skin. We'll have to try it. But I saw somebody with skin that was lighter than mine and it worked really great on her skin, so I think it's gonna be okay, friends. All right, so let's go into the bronzer next. This bronzer is called Lustrous Bronze Light, which is also why I think that there is glow in here. That is our bronzer shade. Okay, now let's do the two blushes. We have the Iridescent Coral Blush, also new. There it is on this finger, really pretty, isn't it? I'll do these down here. So beautiful. And also what I know about these powders is they can be built up, which, so if you want a really light, soft look, or you want a little bit more prominent blush, it works. The next one is Radiant Rose Blush. And I heard the coral was more glowy than the rose. We'll see on the skin. I'll do like one on each cheek and we'll see if the colors, because it doesn't look like the colors. So this looks like it's like cooler and warmer is what I'm seeing here in the shades. There's not a ton of difference, but maybe that's going to be good. Like for the winter, maybe you want to use your cool tones, and then fall, maybe your warm tones. I don't know. I mean, these could be used all year long. You can use these in the spring and summer too. So those are your swatches, my friends. We'll just look at them one more time. I mean, it's hard to see face swatches, so it is what it is. All right, so let's go over to where my beauty lights are so you guys can see better, and let's get these powders applied and let's see what they look like on the skin. All right, so let's get started. Let me put these under the lights now because it will show you a little bit of a different, there we go, different tones to this. And let's get started with this bronzer. All right, I'm using an Alamar. It's a brightening brush, but you can use it like under your thing, but I use it as a bronzer. So let's get into our bronzer here. Oh, that's a nice tone. You're gonna see it better on the other cheek because I have a little bit of some acne here. Oh, it's pretty though. Oh, that's applying really nice. Almost like you can just like, you don't need to worry about applying too much. It just, I mean, you could make yourself a bronzed goddess if you'd like. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay, let's do our other side. This is a warmer bronzer, but it's like completely like beginner friendly. Like if you've never used bronzer before and you're like, you know, I want to use bronzer, but I don't like know if I'm going to put it on right. You're just putting it on the outs, like do a C here, do a C here. And it's so easy, guys. You can put a little over the bridge of your nose if you want, just like that. But this is definitely beginner friendly. You do not have to be afraid of this bronzer. This is so beautiful. So it is warmer, and if you are real light, like pale light, then I would go with the first one, the butterfly palette. But if you're my skin tone, this will work nicely for you. That's so beautiful. I mean, look, I just keep dipping in and adding more, and it just, it's fine. It doesn't look like too much. The powder just sits really beautifully on the skin. Can't complain about that. All right, so we're gonna try the blush. Let me get two brushes. We're gonna do one on one cheek, the other on the other. I don't think there's gonna be a huge difference. Just one's gonna be a little brighter and like cooler toned, and one's gonna be a little warmer. I think when we finish the face, they're gonna look the same, even though the colors in the pan, they're close. I mean, even the pan, they're close, but this definitely looks more berry, and this definitely looks more coral. And this looks like it has a gold sheen. This is the one that's supposed to be more glowy. I think it is going to. So I'm going to put that on this cheek because this cheek does not have a breakout, and this one does. So bear with me. All right, friends, I brought you in closer to see the application of the blush. So let's go ahead and start with the coral one first, the more glowy girl. And I didn't go in light, so I packed it on there. It's a beautiful shade. Really pretty. Really pretty. Just adding a little bit more. And come in. I mean, you can see I have texture. That's normal. We're human. But that's beautiful. I didn't have to blend it. I didn't have to do anything. The powders just seamlessly sort of melded together. Ooh, okay. Let me use this other brush and we'll do a more berry tone, and then we'll back out just to see if we can see a difference. So let's go into this shade here. Okay. And this shade's going to be warmer. And I would say, yes, it is warmer. Also beautiful, also blends. It definitely has more pigment than this one. This one's definitely darker, which is what it looks like in the pan. And you just can sweep this across your face. Really pretty. I'm going to darken both of them so you can just see. I want to really just see if there's a big color difference. I don't think so. Let me back up. Okay, so you can see that this one packed more of a punch than this one. So this one is, but this is such a soft shade. This one is got a little bit more luminosity, a little bit of like a, almost like a golden, it's almost got like a natural golden highlight in it. Really, really pretty. This one has a sheen to it as well. But this sheen gives me subtler vibes. Definitely. This has got a little bit more powerful of a sheen to it, like a more iridescence to it. So I can see the color difference with the two of them. I can see it. I just don't think I can see it to the point where it makes, like, I think they could have put two more blushes in here, like two blushes that were completely different, but I will use these. I'll probably honestly mix them together. In fact, that's what I'm going to do now, just so I can match them up. I just mixed them. All right, sorry about the dull gaze. Now, let's go ahead and do the highlight and see if it's going to work. This does look dark. Okay, the dogs were barking because I have a Pat McGrath package that was delivered. It was my quints, the new holiday quints were delivered, so that's why they were barking. All right, let's get into this highlighter. Look at that. So pretty. So, I would say that it's edging on almost being too dark, but I think it works still. I hate putting highlight on this area right now because I've got those zits in there. It's like it draws attention, like, hello world, here we are. It's cute on the nose. So that's pretty. That's pretty. I definitely can get away with it. It definitely has a gold shift to it. It definitely looks like it's fine. What I wanted to make sure is like that there wasn't a dark shadow. I don't see one. Like when you turn your head, you don't see it. But like sometimes when you have highlight that's too dark for you, you'll see like a shadow. But I'm not really seeing that. I'm just seeing light. So I think it worked all right. All right, so that being said, now I want to go into some of these finishing powders. I want to use the lighter one under my eye, which is this one right here. In the pan, it looks like this one's lighter, but this powder is actually darker. This one's lighter. So let me get a brush and we'll try that out. Okay, just using one of my Miss Glam brushes. And we're just gonna put that under here. And now these powders are going to pull your whole look together, guys. These are going to smooth any edges that you would have. I mean, that just gave a very soft blurred look is what I feel like it did. Just a very nice. All right, I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to go into the other powder and sweep that everywhere and give my whole face a finished look. Now, these are a little glowy as well. Some people, if you have oily skin, you may not like it. I like using these like around where you do your bronzer, like right where, so you don't have like that line, like here's the bronzer and here's a, you know, foundation. I do like to use the powder to sort of soften the edges, but yeah, it just gives, it gives my face like a seamless look. It looks like I had an expert do my makeup, and look at all of this glow on my skin that's like coming from whatever, all these powders. It just looks like healthy, doesn't it? I like how it looks. I think it's really beautiful. You got a little fuzzy, but you don't see, look, you don't see like where one starts and one ends. It all just blends. That's what you want. That is what you want, friends. Yeah, the skin looks really, excuse me, really, really pretty. Oh, Oh, I'm so excited about this. Something I forgot to tell you about this also. This artwork is created in collaboration with a designer. Her name is Katie Scott, and she designed all these. And I think these are just so extra special. And again, they are limited edition. So if you are wanting them, I would get them. There is a sale coming up. No, I don't believe you can customize these on Sephora's website, only on Hourglasses, but Sephora's getting ready to have like a friends and family sale or a holiday sale or something where you can get 20% off, so maybe pick it up for that. But if you can't wait, like I couldn't wait, just get it now. And 5% of the proceeds go towards non-human rights. It goes to like animal rights to help support it. So every purchase, you're also donating to animals, so to help the animals. So that's really, really cool. So I am really happy with these. I love it. I definitely do want to get the lightest one as well, because even though those powders are repeats, 3 of them, I don't have them. So for me, they would be great. And then I want to get the tiger packaging for that one. So, but I knew for my like everyday, and I think I'm going to take this on my trip. I have a trip coming up to Chicago. I don't see why I would need anything more than this for my face while I'm there. I'm gonna be there 3 or 4 days, and then I can just take my foundation and my eyeshadows and stuff. That'll just make packing really, really easy. Here they are again. I feel like the color distorted a little bit, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching this review. This was a lot of fun, and I feel like my makeup looks good today, which, yay, so happy with. All right, I will see you guys all in the next video. All the links for these products, I'll have all 3 palettes linked below, and if you're wondering what is on my eyes, I did use this one, last year's holiday palette today. I used the shades. It's really, I think, just 3 shades, 3 shades. I used this shade, this dark shade here, and this shade in the middle that's on the eyelid, and then just to brighten it a little bit, I used this shade. That's also what's on the inner corner and highlight. So I've been using the other palette all week, the other Celestial Nirvana, and this one is the Celestial Odyssey. So I use that, so I'll link that for you. On my lips, however, I used the Beauty Pie. This is in the shade Dusky Rose. It's like a balm lipstick, but it doesn't have as much slip as a balm. So it like stays put. It's really beautiful, and I think I have just a Gerard Cosmetics liner that I used. So overall, I'm really happy with the eye look too. I didn't film it, and I should have. I did a spotlight eye, and I'm really, really happy with it. I think that came out quite beautiful. So anyway, guys, that's it for today. Like I said, all these products will be linked. I will link each one of these down below for you. I will link Sephora, and I will link Hourglass down below for you in case you want to shop through them. Shopping through my links does help me grow this channel. This is a newer channel. I would also love for you guys to subscribe to see more new makeup content, and I'm trying to get up as much as I can and get lots of fun eye looks and inspiration for you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.